The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Dances away from one. And he's running in the open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to pass, it's McNamara. He makes the grab. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds his man.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. They're bringing heat. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bruins offense will go to work for the first time today. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
Handoff from the gun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll give it to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's McNamara. And they got him for the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket starts to collapse. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse. He uncorks one deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. 2nd down after that incompletion. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it behind the line. It's Harden. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to snap it quickly. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a 1st down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires into traffic, intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to throw, it's Garbers. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Smashes through. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Garbers. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this 2nd half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Bruins are on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now on second down. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. Oh, the ball squirts out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Dropping back, it's McNamara. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. And that pass picked off. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week?
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got his man.
They're trailing by 17 to Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Garbers.
And I think everybody wants to run the option.
Got a lot of running room. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Bruins will hustle to the line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
No huddle offense to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And guys, they've come through on the first two third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Coming after him. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here's the handoff. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.